Matt, thanks. A lot of students across the area have been quarantined after being exposed to COVID-19 throughout the pandemic. 5 News reporter KATHRYN Gilker joins us live now to explain how some changes to the quarantine guidelines by the state will hopefully keep more kids in the classroom. KATHRYN?
The governor announced 2 pretty big changes to school quarantine guidelines here in Arkansas that aim at keeping healthy kids in the classroom instead of being sent home to quarantine. One of those is a pilot program that allows kids to take a COVID-19 test and mask up instead of being sent home to quarantine.
The pandemic impacts all of us in really pretty serious ways. And one thing that we have found is that through these quarantinings, a lot of times healthy students are being sent home.
Governor Asa Hutchinson says the test to stay protocol will allow unvaccinated students who come in contact with someone who tests positive to stay in school and not quarantine if they test negative and agree to wear a mask. He says this will be a pilot program and districts can participate on a first-come, first-served basis. Communications Director at Springdale Schools, Trent Jones, says they look forward to working with the state to pilot this program, but did not know when it will start.
I really think that today was a good first step in that direction of realizing, helping people know that we hear you. We're dedicated to trying to create systems that'll keep people safe and healthy to the best of our ability.
The other big change to schools' quarantine guidelines is that students and staff will no longer be required to quarantine if 70% of people at that school are fully vaccinated. Melissa KOLLER is the mother of an 8th grader at Alma Middle School. Her daughter is not vaccinated and has been quarantined twice this month for exposure at school.
Since I live in a school district where we do not mask our children with a mandate, and of course, since the vaccine is not a mandate itself either, it feels like the Arkansas Department of Health rules for quarantine have become a whip.
She feels the quarantine guidelines are pushing parents to get their children vaccinated so their children can stay in school and not be quarantined.
It feels like a whip for schools that are not mandating a mask, because if you don't have a school that's mandating masks, right, what is the average of kids that both the one that got sick and the one that was exposed were wearing masks? It's going to be very low.
Ultimately, KOLLER doesn't feel that these changes will benefit her daughter and keep her in school. The governor also spoke today about eligibility to get the COVID-19 booster shot and encourages anyone who is eligible to get the shot. You can find more information out about that on our website at 5newsonline.com. I'm Lavin Johnson, covering news where you live. KATHRYN Gilker, 5 News. All right.